In the world of architecture, white elephants are those exaggerated, costly and not very useful constructions. Over time, these structures tend to become abandoned, causing millionaire losses. Despite numerous studies and the hiring of competent professionals, some decisions about these constructions were not the wisest or most assertive. And what should have been a mega project ended up becoming a mega headache. Welcome to Curiosity Creative. And in today's video we list 6 most useless or underused mega projects in the world. Before we start, already leave your like, subscribe and activate the notification bell. Don't forget to share the channel, right? Naypyidaw Highway. For starters, let's go to the distant southeast of Asia, in a country that was once known as Burma, Myanmar. In 2005, Myanmar's capital was changed from Rangoon, a coastal city, to Naypyidaw, located in the interior of the country. Naypyidaw is a true granary of pharaonic works, and its construction generated the cost of billions of dollars to the public coffers. All that money coming from a country that uses just 0.4% of GDP for health. To give you an idea of the grandeur, Naypyidaw has about 480,000 hectares, which is 6 times the size of New York City. The planned city of Naypyidaw has everything but no population. Official figures point to 1 million inhabitants, but the city seems to be empty at all times. The sumptuous and wide avenues almost never have traffic jams. And when there are people, you can see at most 1 or 2 vehicles on the horizon. The main highway has an impressive 20 lanes and is 300 kilometers long, connecting Naypyidaw to the former capital Rangoon. The reasons why such a poor country decided to build a capital of this size are still full of rumors. Some describe the project as a possible sign of the insanity of the military leader who envisioned the city of Naypyidaw. I think a traffic jam at peak hours in this city is something practically impossible. Brazil Beach. This project is not useless, but badly used. Brazil Beach has the largest pool in the country with more than 20,000 square meters, located in the city of Cuiabá, the capital of Mato Grosso. Brazil Beach Home Resort is a luxury condominium that has a pharaonic pool built by the Chilean company Crystal Lagoons, the same company that built the largest pool in the world, located in the city of Algarrobo, Chile. It turns out that the pool is private, that is, only the residents of the condominium have access to the club, but just like those who live on the beach do not always go to the beach. Residents do not usually use the pool often. For you to have an idea, it is normal to find the sumptuous pool completely empty even on weekends and holidays. According to the residents of Cuiabá, the pool would be much better used and even profitable if it were transformed into a water park and open to the public. But of course that's not going to happen. Ghost Airport. Located in Ciudad Real, Spain, Ciudad Real International Airport is one of the largest airports in Europe and the world. So this airport must be very busy, right? No. Opened in 2008, the airport had a short lifespan, declaring bankruptcy in 2012. The project was good, but its feasibility was not studied. The lack of air traffic in the region meant that only one airline showed interest in joining the airport. The main track of Ciudad Real is more than 4 kilometers long, and in total there are 5 kilometers of built-up area. The cost of this prank was almost $1 billion. The expectation was that the airport could receive up to 5 million travelers a year, but the reality was quite different. In the most successful year, the airport received a mere 20,000 passengers. Nowadays, Ciudad Real has become a ghost airport, serving only as a parking lot for old aircraft. Ryugyong Hotel. In 1987, an ambitious project began in Pyongyang, the capital of North Korea, the construction of what would be the biggest hotel in the world. With the aim of attracting Western investors, the project aimed to build a hotel with 330 meters high and 105 apartments. However, the dream was not realized. With an initial investment of around $750 million, the Ryujian Hotel was never completed. After 5 years of construction, in 1992, construction was interrupted due to problems with construction methods and materials. The hotel was closed for 16 years until in 2008 its construction was restarted with an additional investment of $180 million. In total, about $1 billion was spent on the work. The hotel is still under construction today, and throughout these 34 years it has only served as a point of reference in the city. After all, this structure is so huge that it can be seen from anywhere in Pyongyang. World Cup stadiums in Brazil. This subject is controversial for Brazilians. The fateful stadiums of the 2014 World Cup. Before the competition, there were several protests against the realization of these works. The protesters asked for hospitals and schools instead of stadiums. However, former President Dilma Rousseff and the governors at the time opted for the stadiums. Years later, these stadiums proved to be true machines for wasting public money. In total, 12 stadiums were built or renovated, and even before the World Cup was over, 5 of them were already making losses. The Arena Pantanal in the city of Cuiabá, for example, has a monthly maintenance of $130,000 and was recently transformed into a state school that serves 300 students. The main Garinca Stadium in the capital Brasilia cost an impressive $500 million, joining the list of the most expensive stadiums in the world. Currently, the stadium generates an annual loss of $1 million. To maintain the Arena de Amazonia in Manaus, about $100,000 a month are spent. The main problem with these stadiums is that they cannot fill with fans with their local teams on match days, when there is a team in the city. In addition, the operating cost needs to be borne by the city's football club, which ends up alienating local teams that prefer more accessible places. In total, more than $1 billion were spent on these stadiums, and adding up all the preparatory works for the 2014 World Cup, the cost was an impressive $5 billion. Burj Khalifa. This is the tallest building in the world, standing at an incredible 828 meters high. Even in Dubai, this colossal building stands out from the rest, earning its status as a skyscraper. The building has 900 luxurious apartments inside and 37 floors exclusively for corporate offices. You can imagine that companies fight for space in the Burj Khalifa, right? But that's not what happens. Of the 37 floors, 20 are completely empty. Businesses in the region claim that the high price of rent prevents them from settling in the Burj Khalifa. But the building's biggest problem is almost unbelievable. The Burj Khalifa has no sewer system. This means that several trucks have to remove a staggering 15 tons of waste every day. The smelly trucks are seen on the streets of Dubai daily as they make their way to treatment plants. So that's it, guys. Leave below, in the comments, which of these mega projects caught your attention the most. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like, right? Until the next video.